when they told me that I'd most likely have this for the duration of my life, that what would probably happen to me, they told me this much later, however, mind you, because I was already freaking out over the other shit that was happening in my body, that oh, what's going on? Oh, I was already freaking over all of this stuff. And I don't think they wanted to freak me out anymore. I think they just wanted to really try to ease me into things, because I look a lot better than I did. I was gray, ashen color, a color that you look like before you die. And I scared a lot of people, including myself, because I felt that I didn't need to see myself. I knew from seeing people's expressions when they looked at me. Things were really bad. And when somebody, a friend of mine, called a priest to come and see me, I knew it was really bad. Because you just don't have a priest come and see you. Hey, how's it going? They didn't know. They come for a reason. And when he came, I could see on his face, I've seen it. I thought, oh my God. Oh, I'm in big trouble here. And we talked for a long time. And I thought, oh, I gotta pull myself together. My body was under assault, and if I continued to let it just completely take over, that would be it. I landed in the hospital many, many times after. Continued to fight many times after. And we thought I was going a few times. Quite a few. But I hung out and said, not happening. But sorry to spit. For these, I was told later on that there potentially surgery that they could do. And it would have to be done because of the nerves. But because of them, they're all over my brain. This is so serious. It's not just in one localized area for a migraine, in one area or this area or that area, or it's all over my brain. And they would have to do some major surgery on my brain for the nerves alone. There's just so much involved in that I don't even think that's possible. Anyways, I do know that they know as well from MRIs and CAT scans, but MRIs mostly because they take sections of your brain. They take sections when they do contrast and everything. They take sections of your brain, and they look at it every which way, flipped way, sideways, every which way from Sunday. And they could see that there's lesions they're causing, which are not good. It means they're affecting my brain to that degree. They also saw a cyst, or something that looks like a cyst. They didn't know quite what it was, which really wasn't helpful. They didn't know They put it down. I read it. What it would cause in the future or anything. I just knew it was there. They don't know. At some point in time, they said that I would be a candidate for either a severe massive stroke or cardiac event. That shut me up. Anyways, this just isn't your run-of-the-mill, I get it a few times a month migraine. I get them every day. It's like somebody getting epilepsy every day. Just different things happening with the brain. I get these happening every day, but at varying degrees of pain. So I don't know what I say about going out or anything. I never know between my gastric stuff and between my brain stuff. Plus my COPD, because I don't want to worsen my lungs. That's why I say I'm stuck here. I never know if this is going to get so bad that I'm not going to be able to open my eyes to see anything. Or I'm going to be doubled over in pain because my gut hurts so bad from blockages. Or other things that I won't even go into. But blood will be coming out, rest assured. Sometimes from both ends. And if I'm out and about, that's happening, all of that. And a lot of times, everything's happening at once. A cornucopia of crap all at once. At least if I'm home, I could try to manage it. At least if I'm home, I can call an ambulance. And somebody can get to me as quickly as they can. But I hope for that woman. I hope she does okay. But my prayers are for her. And for everyone suffering. Everyone. Because I don't like to see anybody suffer. I don't care where you are. You could be on the face of the moon. I don't care. I don't like to see anybody suffer. Today when I got the needles in, I don't know, something happened. Whoa. It's always with this side. This side. Always. So it was on the third one that he shoved in. All of a sudden it spouted. And it was dripping all the way down. And I'm like, I can't move. Because I moved once, like I said, and I bent the needle in half. And the needle's that big. I bent it in half, and it's dangerous because I guess I could kill myself with a needle like that in my head. Because they made it very clear, don't move ever, ever, ever. Don't move like that again. So I just sat there and just let whatever spurt all over me, which a lot of times is blood. And it just rolls down my ear, down into my chest, and he tries to wipe it off as best he can. I don't know what it was he ran into, but it just flew out of my head. And then he says, whoa, sorry. And then he put a cotton ball down on it really quickly. And then he moved over slightly, and then he put it in, and he says, oh, yeah, there we go. And then Injected everything into it. Into that. And then another one and another one, another one, another one. He says, how you doing? I said, okay. He always asks. He says, you ready? Yep. And he just keeps going. And after he's done, he always, always, always says, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Because he knows that doing the needles it hurts. It's not, it's painful. Simple as that. It's painful. And sometimes it's painful in others. I had my black glasses in my hands and I almost broke them. Because I could feel myself squeezing so tight. And I could hear a faint crack. And I went, oh shit, don't break your glasses. And released and just tried to breathe. Because what I do is I hold my breath. And he puts one in. And then he injects. And then he goes to another and he puts it. And I just keep holding my breath. At some point, I've got to take a breath so I can breathe, and then he can continue injecting. But I need to move because I need to breathe so I don't pass out. So I know what pain is like in my life. That's why I guess she was so surprised when she did these that I didn't flinch. It didn't affect me in the slightest. Normally, people's eyes, they tear up and they start to run. Not because they're feeling pain, but because, it's in that area. Not me. It shocked her. Because she's been doing this for such a long time that she's never seen that. And she's like, wow. You were one tough chick. I was like, I didn't know why she was saying that, but that's like I said, she explained it. Because number one, nobody gets 2 piercings normally in a day at the same time. Nobody does that. Number 2, I was getting 2 piercings in very difficult places on my face that would at least make me cry. My tear up. For my nose, it should have. She says, nothing. That's why I said, you are a tough chick. It's amazing. You're a really tough chick. She says, that's awesome. She just sat there and you just like a champ sat there and took it. Sorry, I just saw Triple X with just his whiteies on. Sorry. I'm trying to talk about something serious and he's standing there in a fur coat with nothing but his skivvies. And a pair of glasses. Okay, sorry. Yes, and, well, he's cut. Moving on. Why was I back here again? Oh my God. Yeah, just put this on while I yeah, that really works. I completely forgot what I wanted to say. Really, I did. That'll do it. See, see Vin Diesel in nothing but whiteies. And what was he wearing? And a fur coat with glasses. Yeah, that's where I was going with this. Yeah, sorry. I I told when I went to see my doctor because I'd ran out of pain medication when I had broke my ankle. They saw that I had pain medication, so they said just continue taking your pain medication. With my tooth, they saw that I was on pain medication, so they said just continue taking your pain medication. Mind you, they didn't take into account that I don't take my pain medication. I don't have large quantities of pain medication, or I don't take large quantities of pain medication. At best, maximum, I would take maybe 2 a day, maximum, not even. So I was taking lots of pain medication for both my tooth and my ankle. So when I saw the doc, I said to her, I said, yeah, and these doctors are really pissing me off because every time they see that I'm on pain medication, they always say, well, you're taking pain medication, so just take more of the pain medication, and that lessens the pain medication that I have. So she's like, oh, yeah, it would. So I said, then I'm left without pain medication. She was writing stuff and she stopped. She says, oh no. She says, you're not without pain medication, are you? I said, well, I was. And she said, what? No, no. Anytime you're without pain medication, please call in immediately and I will change the script and send it to the pharmacy to make sure you have pain medication. Always. Especially you have a tooth extraction and a broken ankle at the same time, and now you're not on pain medication? She said, no. Oh my goodness. She says, how long were you out without pain medication? I said, about 6 days. And she went, you went without pain medication for 6 days? And I said, yep. And she says, oh, what am I going to do with you? What am I going to do with you? She says, why do you put yourself through so much pain? I said, well, the number of days that weren't up yet. And I said, it's up today, so I went to get them this morning. And she just went, oh, no. Anytime something like that happens, please call in immediately. And I will have things switched around so that you have pain medication. Oh my goodness. She says, anybody that has had an extraction and a broken ankle needs pain medication. That means you. You're not excluded or exempt from that. Plus everything that's happening in your body. So we need to make sure that you're as pain-free as possible, which is very difficult for us in the moment. But this just adds to it, so we don't need anything more onto it. She says, okay? I said, oh, okay. So I said, now that I know, if I do anything further or anything else further happens to me, I'll give you a call should I need to. She says, absolutely, 100%. Immediately call in and ask to talk to me. Tell me what's happening. I will get a hold of your pharmacy and we can get going immediately to stop what's happening with you. And I said, okay, sure, thank you. So even she can't understand the amount of pain that I have in my body, which is humongous. She can't understand how I can tolerate so much pain in my body. She shakes her head as well. She's like, you have such a high pain tolerance that would knock anybody out in no time flat. People would be screaming, at the first few seconds. And you go days and days and days and weeks with it. And I'm like, I don't want to bother anybody. So she said, so you sit with pain like that? No, don't do that to yourself. God, you don't need to do that to yourself. And before anybody thinks it, I am not into sadomasochism at all. No. No, no, I do not like pain whatsoever. Just thought I would raise that in case any person thought that I'm into sadomasochism. Nope, 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 nope. Dispel that rumor or anything else that you may be thinking that wise. I hate pain. I can't stand pain at all. Pain is the scourge, one of the scourge and plagues of this earth. I hate pain. Nobody should have to suffer pain. Nobody ever should have to suffer pain to any degree, let alone the degree that I have on a regular basis. Nobody. Nobody. And if they do, I'm so damn sorry that you do. Because nobody should. Nobody. Nobody. And I say that with every fiber of my being, every corner of my heart. Nobody should have to face pain like that. There was a man who I have the deepest and have had the deepest respect for. And that was Dan. Dan Pee-wee Thomas. Deepest respect for that man. He had so much pain going through his body. I know it. Absolutely know it. And he could still muster up a smile, muster up positivity, and get on with it. And he was a beast for that in my mind, and will forever be a beast in my mind. When I think of anything I go through, maybe that's why I think of him. When I think of exercise or anything like that, I think of Emily. And when I saw Em in the gym, what a badass beast she was there. Emily Hayward. She was such an awesome, awesome, badass beast in the gym. And she pushed me that way. And Dan pushed me in other ways. And there was 2 more people that strengthened my character in so many ways. And I'm so fortunate because of YouTube that well, it's him scratching. He's itchy. That I got the opportunity to at least meet them through YouTube. One was a young gal named Sophia Gall, who was funny and charming and sweet. And she just was so enthusiastic. And that was her quality. She was so enthusiastic and so pumped about life. She really was. And then there was Claire Wineland. And Claire was the ultimate in speaker. I have yet to this day have heard a speech delivered in such a fashion as Claire Wineland. I have never in my life heard anybody deliver a speech or deliver a talk or the hush of a complete room that was totally silent, that you could hear a pin drop when Claire spoke. All 4 had different traits and characteristics, and I've taken some from all 4. So I'm so very, very, very thankful and sorry. I've got one more in there. the weave. A 14-year-old who loved to draw and was so, even though he had brain cancer, he was so, had a joie de vivre. His parents, check out his channel as well. All these channels are still going. All these streams are still going. I know Claire Wineland has a foundation. Please check it out. I know there's something for Emily Hayward. She has a cancer at the Royal Marsden that she believed in, that she put herself into. That if you wanted to fund. And there's also Dan's. Go check them all out. Every last one of them. Go check them all out. Go check out Emily Hayward. Go check out Pee Wee Toms. Go check out Claire Wineland. Go check out Sophia Gall. Go check out The Weave 18. And you will see exactly what I'm talking about. They're all, and we're all, absolutely awesome. And absolutely everyone meant something different to me. So cheers. All my love. Night. So, and this keeps moving around and stuff, and I'm sure it would hurt other people, but it's not me, because it's rubbing against my teeth. And like my dentist said, for me to feel this, and I mean, I felt this. I felt this every single moment. Every moment. It hurts so bad. It lit off the thunderclap, I wanted to say. I think I said, I can't remember what migraine I said previously, but it hit the thunderclap, which is the suicide, aka the suicide. They call it that, nickname it, because people have taken their lives. The pain is so intense. I cannot tell you how intense it is. It is so intense. And it was there 24/7. It didn't leave for 2 solid weeks. And by the time I got into the damn dentist chair, I had it. It had set off my TMJ, and all I could open up my mouth was like, and she says, that's it? And I went, so she tried to get my mouth open. And when she did that, I burst out into tears. I burst out into tears, and I just yelled, do something, do something, get this, do something, get it out, do something. And that's not me. That's not me. I normally don't say a word. And immediately they put freezing in, and I was like, oh, dear God, oh, dear God, oh, dear God, oh, dear God, thank you, oh, dear God. And she said, that's so bad. Like, that is really bad. I don't even know how you made this for 2 weeks. I don't even know how you did this. She said, you are a champ. The amount of pain that you can take is so high. And I said, I don't care. Just get it out. Get it out, get it out, get it out. I don't want to feel that pain, please. And I just bawled my eyes out. Please take it out. Please take it out. I would have, if there was a whatever wrench, not wrench, but what's it called? Pliers. If there was pliers there, I would have stuck it in and ripped it out. I'm serious. I would have ripped it out in front of her. unfrozen. Just, I would have ripped my tooth out, my biggest back molar out. And it's the back one. I would have ripped the damn thing out because I didn't want to feel any more pain again. Part of the tooth was dead, half of it. The other half was quite alive and quite functioning. And that's where the pain was coming from. If the tooth was dead, it wouldn't have been like that. But because the nerves in the two other pointy parts, I don't know what they call them, they were alive, quite alive, and they had fused together. They'd fused together, and it was running all the way up into my head. I never want that again. Because of all the migraines, it set them all off, but that one was prevalent. It was so pronounced. It didn't stop. Not for a second. And I kept taking all my medication. I took as much medication, I think almost overdosed at one point in time because I was taking so much pain medication. I could not stand the pain, and the pain was not stopping. Nothing worked. Not a damn thing worked. Except until she stuck all of those needles all the way around. Until she stuck all whatever lidocaine or whatever she has in there. Until she stuck that in there, I was like, oh, thank you, dear Lord, thank you. Oh my God, thank you. I hate pain. I hate it. I think you can, basically put those hooks in my back, string me up to something, do whatever, and that wouldn't bother me in the slightest. Because of the pain I feel on a daily basis. Obviously, you can put a huge gauge needle through my face, and I'm like, okay. And through my nose, and I'm like, okay. You can tattoo my whole entire arm, and I don't flinch. You can tattoo half of my leg. In some spots, I go, that's a little tender. Where I should be going, oh. Nope. That's a little tender. And I sat for 6 hours. It tells you how much pain I can take. My pain threshold is, but that's not good. Not for me. Because it's that high. Anyways, I'm going to rest right now because I've had a rough time and my stomach really is with this. So we'll see how we do tomorrow. I talked to one of my sons at least today who's away. And at least I talked to him. For a little bit anyways. And I talked to my bestie for a few hours. She's in North Dakota. My phone bills are really high. I don't care. Because she's my bestie. And I like talking to her. And she knows. We talk about everything under the sun. All the old days. We were teenagers. And I told her about my eyebrows. Oh yeah, sorry. My eyebrows. I told her I forgot to do my eyebrows. And I laughed because I normally do my eyebrows. And I said they're missing. And I laughed. I said, I just realized when I turned the camera on that my eyebrows are missing, that I didn't do my eyebrows. And I said, oh shit, my eyebrows are missing. Oh, it's so embarrassing. And since I had all of that done, my eyebrows are gone. They never came back. Same with my eyelashes. They got terribly thinned out. But I got a way to make them look like they're massive eyelashes. So I just forgot. And again, I'm doing this without doing, I didn't touch up my eyebrows. And she laughed and laughed because hers are the same. So, peace. Like she told me, go, you silly girl, get some rest. I told her the same thing. So I'm telling all of you that need it, go, silly girls, silly guys, get some rest. Whoever needs it. All my love. We'll see how we do tomorrow. Peace on day 2.